Hello and welcome to today's speed build. Today I'm building in Brindleton Bay on a 20 by 15 lot. So this is a pretty small build, but because I'm doing two sort of townhouse style builds, I was able to fit in, I think, everything your Sims might need. So starting off, I used these, I guess, quote unquote custom windows that I made with the tool mod. They're on my gallery, but I don't have them posted publicly just because I don't want to spam like people's feeds with a ton of stuff. But if you are interested, I can post them. Let me know down below. But you can see it's just a pretty simple mix of shelves to try and make these plain windows from Snowy Escape kind of work with a townhouse style build. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I wanted this to be kind of a more modern style townhouse, which is why I made the windows. And I think that turned out really nicely. It is difficult doing townhouse builds because you're making two boxes look interesting, which is challenging in The Sims because we don't have a lot of detail options, but of course that's why I had to use some ivy. Everything looks better with a bit of ivy covering it. So I'm just working on getting some clutter around the exterior, and I wanted there to be a side garden in this build. One, because I thought it would just be nice for your Sims and for gameplay, but also I guess for gameplay as well. I kind of thought this would be an area where your Sim could grow some plants that they would use in their candle making, and of course like an area where they could grow soybeans so they can make soy wax for the candles. I'm just trying to think of, everything that works within the story of this build. So you can see I'm just laying out the interior. I started with just putting down the floors, and I wanted to do something a little different for the floors because this is definitely a more eclectic build with a lot of different items put together. So I thought that was just a cool, different way to put down a floor. I don't know. It might not be your taste, and you can definitely put in any tile you would want. But I really liked how it turned out. So here you can definitely see in the living room the eclectic style I'm going for. Everything sort of matches, but not completely. And you'll definitely see in the candle shop how that follows through. But I really like how this turned out. I feel like it's a really unique build. And it was a lot of fun to do for that reason. And I use a lot of NoCC Art. I'll be sure to link that down below. I think I used 3 different people's art, so definitely check that out if you're interested in downloading them yourself. I just wanted, I needed more options than the art we have in our game, just because I feel like I'm using the same art every build, and because I just can't help myself, I build in pretty similar styles. I wanted to have a few different options so it doesn't get super boring. Also, NoCC Art is just incredible, and to all the people who post that, thank you very much. You make builds so much better. Anyways, moving on. I'm about to start the candle shop, but I just was gonna mention, I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm filming this on a Friday, so I'm about to start my weekend, and I'm pretty excited for it. Though in my neck of the woods, I live in the Pacific Northwest, we have had some crazy weather, so I'm hoping it will get a little bit more normal this weekend so I can go out and maybe enjoy the sun. But yesterday we had sun and snow and rain, and it was very crazy weather, so hopefully things are a little more normal this weekend. But here you can see I'm starting to just put out some ingredients for candles, and I thought kind of how this would work is on the upper floor you could get the ingredients for your candles. You could also see candles being made, and of course that would be where your Sim could make more candles to sell. Not that there's a lack of candles in this build. There is definitely plenty of candles, and you can see here I am starting to place a lot of different candles. So I didn't want to bore you with having to watch all of the placement that I did, but believe me when I say it was a lot and it took a long time. And it is really nice to see fast forwarded just because it took so long. But I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. So you can see I have in the front of the shop 2 like different displays. And then I just really wanted to keep the vibe of this build really cool, kind of modern. And then use like a lot of different natural wood, just because I'm like, oh, it's a handmade candle shop. So you can see here I am using more NoCC art, and I just wanted to make like a cool cover for the cabinets at the front of the store. I thought that looked really cool, honestly. And I would love to have cabinets that looked something like that. And it was fun not to just have it like look more realistic with wood swatches. That's the first time I've ever used art like that. So here I am starting the very long process of putting candles on what is going to be like the main focus of the shop, a big shelf with rainbow candles. Of course, I had to keep them rainbow because we have so many swatches of the eco lifestyle candles. And one thing that did suck is I could have used the tool mod and just change the color, but because of how eco lifestyle works, you can't select the colors. So I did have to hand place every single candle, but again, in the end, it was super worth it, and I think it looks so great. So I have been thinking about like different kinds of builds that I want to do, and this was a lot of fun, but even this was like a little more work for me to get 2 videos out a week. So I'm hoping to do some of the Pinterest to real life challenges that I have been trying. So if you have any suggestions for things that you would want to see with that challenge, definitely let me know. I would love to hear any other suggestions for like different builds you think it would be cool for me to do. I feel like I'm a little bit lacking on ideas, so definitely let me know down below. But this actually means we're coming to the end of the build. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.